Alright guys, so we got the gas tank off the Magician, and it turns out that I'm letting the gas drain out of it. It's leaking from up here somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I think it's maybe a crack. I don't know if how you can see right there, but it's a real bummer. I'm just gonna drain the gas out of it, most of it anyway, and that way it's not all the way up here leaking out, because I tried to ride it earlier and it was just leaking out of there pretty bad. So we got it draining, and we'll pick it up whenever I'm gonna try to JB weld it or something. And this gas tank, problem with it, it's a pretty decent size, but the petcock is on the right side, and that's where the carburetor is too, and it also sits on the carburetor. Can't have that. But the petcock's gonna be sticking out of here, and I don't know if there's gonna be enough room for the fuel line, so I'm just gonna try to fix this one. If not, call 360 Power Sports and see if I can't get a replacement. I'll try that. But yeah, so that's where we're at now. We'll let that drain out, and we'll come back, and then I'm not going to fill it up too much, and we're going to put it back on and hopefully get the ride video done. So that's where we're at right now. Stay tuned for more, I guess, more of the video, and we'll hopefully be riding. Okay, so upon further inspection, there's a pretty good sized crack in the front there. It goes all along there, so I got to scrape the paint off. My JB weld ready, probably need some more, but that's where the crack is. Fuck me. But anyway, here we go. I'm not gonna record it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna finish scraping the paint off, and then we'll put the JB weld on, so I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay boys, so this is the JB weld job. It's pretty awful, I know, but I'm just hoping it works. I got it spread on there pretty good, it's pretty thick. I'm gonna let it cure for a couple hours. And one more thing I wanted to mention, guys, was huge shout out to Solar General. He reached out to me on Facebook, and we became, I guess, acquaintances or Facebook friends. And he's really been looking for a new gas tank for me and really helping me out with that. So thank you for that. I didn't want to put your name on here just because, I don't know if you're comfortable with that, but anyway, yeah, so super thankful for that. I appreciate you helping me out and looking at tanks for me, because I don't have to stay up super late looking at them and trying to rack my brain on what I can do. So anyway, it's just a matter of taking it apart and seeing what the problem is and seeing what you can do to fix it. Hopefully this fixes it. It's pretty thick, and like I said, I'm gonna let it cure for a couple hours, and then we'll see what it looks like when it's done. It's probably still gonna look the same, shitty as hell, but I don't care as long as this thing works. I'm still gonna put in a order for a replacement tank, and these are just things you have to look out for, like for these cheap bikes and stuff. So just have some JB weld on hand, and hopefully your crack is not as bad as mine, or in the same place. Hopefully it's easier to fix, but anyway, we'll see how that works and see if it holds up. So you'll see it when it's cured. Alright, so the JB weld is curing up now. It's pretty solid. Give it a couple more hours before we test it out. Hopefully we can do the riding video pretty soon. But it's starting to cure pretty well. So I'm actually kind of excited to try this out. It's still just a little bit pliable. I want to get it where it's solid. That way we're not having to worry about it again. But I think it'll work. We're just gonna wait for it to finish curing all the way before we try it. I'm gonna throw some spray paint over the top of it, and just touch it up a little bit, and we'll see how it turns out. And I just hope it works, honestly. So you'll see it probably when it's done curing, and I'll probably record me doing some touch-up paint on it, and then I won't record installing it, but we will do the riding video. I'm super excited for that. I haven't really got to try out these new tires, so really looking forward to doing that. We're gonna take it through some pretty shitty places, so I want to see how they hold up. Anyway, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Super excited for this to cure. Hopefully this works. It better work. I think it will. Like I said, it's on there pretty thick. So we're gonna see how it works, and yeah, we'll just test it out. Okay guys, so I think it's done curing now. It feels pretty solid. We're gonna see if it leaks before I paint it. That way if we have to add any more, we can just go ahead and do it. And so we'll see if it's gonna leak right now. I hope not. So far, nothing. Usually it'd be pouring out right now. Let's check the bottom. You know, I think that did it. Let's see what this is. Thank you. That's just some loose paint there. I think we're good. All right, so we'll touch up the paint and install it back on the bike. Well, it works. Okay, we got the first coat of paint on. Let it dry, and we'll do a second coat. I think that'll be pretty good. Then we'll install it and we'll start riding. Just an update. All right, so I went ahead and just painted the whole tank. First coat. So I think it's gonna look pretty good. It's the neon green paint. I did a touch of clear. I think it's gonna look really good when it's done. It's looking matching up pretty nice. Anyway, I'm gonna get a replacement tank. I'm probably gonna get a black one if I can get that. If not, then I'll just go green. But this is just an experiment. It's turning out pretty good, I think. I'm gonna do some more coats after this dries, and then we'll see what it looks like after I do last clear coat on it, and we'll be ready to install and start ripping. All right, looking pretty good. We got the last coat of clear coat on, and let's do a quick comparison. I think it looks a little bit better than this green here. Like I said, I'm gonna replace the tank anyway, hopefully. Hopefully that's not too much of a pain, but it looks like my JB Weld job is holding up pretty good. Super excited to try it out, and we'll get a good rip on it. I hope it don't start leaking when I'm riding it, so I'll be looking out for that. But yeah, so super stoked for this to dry and install it, see what it's gonna be like. All right guys, so we're gonna do the riding video now. Just gonna go ahead and put the helmet on and get right into it. I rode it like not even a minute ago, so it's warmed up, ready to go. Not gonna be too long. The gas tank still leaks a little bit, but nowhere near as bad as it did. But yeah, we're gonna rip it some and show you what these new tires are like, and you get to see how she hooks up. We're gonna do just a couple laps, nothing too fancy. All right, still kickstarting. Gotta get that thing made for my battery. it up in this first and second gear. I was able to fix my gas cap too. I took it apart and put it back together this morning. Let's see what we're getting into. Wet here. Trying to get it over this log here. Let's see, it's stuck, boys. Alright, looks like we're not making it through here. Pure muck. Alright. Definitely gonna have to watch the bike again. Boy, we got it dirty. I ripped you there one time. Feels like a whole nother bike. These new tires. That was a wheelie fill. Got a pretty good one there. Alright, that's really about it. Just testing out the tires. Let's see the mud on this thing. We got some pine straw on there. Gonna tighten the chain again. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Didn't realize she was that swamped. Gonna have to spray her off. Oh well, he's fun. Check this gas tank. Yeah, a little bit. Not too bad. Just a little drip. That I can't live with. They're calling a replacement anyway, so. But yeah, just new tires, and I gotta clean this thing up again, so that kind of sucks, but it was fun. Alright, time to cut down some banana trees. She was like, why you ride me like that? But I mean, these tires is hook. I love them, I love them. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this one. Stay tuned for whatever comes next. I got a rear suspension riser, make the back a little bit taller. That tire is smaller than the other one. When I measured them just by eyeball, they looked like the same size, but it is definitely smaller. No worries. Like I said, I got that suspension riser coming. And yeah, that's it for this one. Stay tuned for more, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're over 200 subscribers, which I'm stoked about. That's cool. I never thought this channel would get that far. But hopefully we can get further. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for watching.